at this pretty beautiful purse that you can use for your coin. I have here the pink and yellow one, very beautiful. You can put your card in it. You can put your gum, anything. And this is the blue one, very beautiful. Hello and thank you for joining me for today's video. I have here my 8mm twisted bead. I have here metallic gold bead 6mm. This is pearls, black pearls I have here. This is my D-ring. And I have here 50-pound fishing line and my plier to cut any loose thread. Let's get started. So here is my line that I cut, and I'm going to string 4 beads. We are going to start with 4 beads. I'm going to string all these 4 beads on my line. So this is the 4 bead I string on my line. Okay, I'm going to hold the other end of my line and go through the last bead and pull like this. Then on each line, I'm going to thread in 1 bead on each line. Then I'm going to cross both ends of my line into the third one and pull. On each line, I'm adding one bead on each line. Then I'm going to cross both ends of my line into this one and pull. This is 3 flowers. We make 3 already. Now on each line, one bead on each line. Then I'm going to cross again into the third bead. Cross. So now we have 4. We have to make 6 of these. I'm going to make 6 of these. Here is my 6 that I made. If you count it, it's 6. So I'm going to turn on this 6 to make 7. This line, I'm adding all 3 beads on my line. That way my line can turn on the side so I can start a new row. So I'm crossing the last one and pull like this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now we have 7 and our line is on the side. We are going to start a new row. Right line, this line, I add all 3 beads to my line. That will be my left line. Into the next bead, add 2 beads to my line. I'm going to cross and pull. This is how it's looking like. I'm going to hold my line and go to the next bead. And I'm adding 2 beads to my left line. Cross and pull. Now into the next bead, 2 beads. I add 2 beads to my line. I'm going to pull my line again into the next bead. Now my right line is going through the bead and I'm adding 2 beads to my left line. So take note of that. I add 2 beads to my line, cross and pull. Into the next bead. Two bead. Now here is the last bead that I'm going through over here. This is the last one. And on the same line that I pulled through the bead, I'm going to add 2 beads to it. This line, I add 2 beads to it, and I'm going to cross and pull. That way my line turn on the side again for me to start another row. I'm going to turn over, flip it over to my side. On my left line, I add 3 beads to my line. Cross and pull. Now we start a new row again. We start a new row. This line into the next bead. I add 2 beads to my line again, and we are going to repeat the same technique throughout the entire weave. Into the next bead, 2 beads. Going to go into the next bead, and I'll be adding 2 beads to my line. So we are going through the edge bead, all the edge bead, each bead we go through, we add 2 beads. Go through the next and add 2 beads to your line. I'm going to go into the next bead, and I'll be adding 2 beads. Now I'm coming through the last bead, this one. Put my line through the last bead, and this line, the same line, I'm adding 2 beads to it to 10. Okay, this is 2 beads, cross and pull. With this line, 3 beads. We are starting a new row again. I'm adding 3 beads to my left line. I cross and pull, and now I'm going to enter the next bead again. Enter the next bead, and I'll be adding 2 beads to my line. 2 beads, cross and pull. Into the next bead again. I add 2 beads to my line. I'm going to cross and pull. And this is how our weave is looking like. 1, 2, 3, 4. We made 4 rows. Okay, we are going to complete, and we are going to continue to make 9 rows. We're going to complete this one, then we are going to make another 5 more rows. Make 5 more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You are going to make 5 more rows to it to make 9. Okay, that's how we are going to make. Look at a very pretty weave already. Okay, now here is my 9 rows that I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is 9, and I'm going to turn it this way, so we continue our weaving this way. Okay, here's my line. I'm going to go through this bead. I'm going to go through the edge bead over here. I'm going to pull my line through the edge bead, and this time we are going to add black bead in the middle. So here, the black bead, okay, the black pearls, I'm going to add to it, and here is how I'm going to put it on the line. This is how we are going to add the bead to our line. Cross and pull. I'm going to go through the next bead, and now I'll be adding 2 beads to my line, 1 cream and 1 black. I'm going to cross and pull. I'm going to go into the next bead and add 1 cream and 1 black to your line. Cross and pull. Into the next bead. Two bead. Take 1 cream first before the black one. Cross into the black and pull. Into the next one. This is how it's looking like. I'm going to go into the next bead. 2 bead. I'm going to go into the next bead. I'll be adding 2 beads to my line. It's the same way we're weaving. It's just that I changed 1 bead to a different color. I'm going to go into the next one, and I'll be adding 1 cream and 1 black bead. Cross and pull. Into the next, 1 cream and 1 black. Into the last bead, this one. On the same line, okay, the same line, I'm adding black first before the cream to complete this row, like this. Now my line turned on the side. Now we can start a new row. So we are going to start a new row over here, and we are going to use all cream. So you see how the weave is looking like. This line, let me show you how. This is black we put in the middle. We have 7 rows, and we are going to continue again on the other side, 7 rows of the same color. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we are going to create 7 rows on this side too. I add 3 beads to my line, cross and pull into the next bead, two bead. I'm going to go into the next bead, and I'll be adding 2 cream bead to my line. Into the next bead, this line 2 bead. We are using the same weave, the same technique we are using to complete this row. 2 bead. I'm going to go into the next bead. I add 2 bead to my line. This time I'm picking only cream bead, okay? You are no longer picking the black, only cream. So go through the next bead and add 2 bead to your line. You can choose your own choice of colors to make this purse. Cross and pull. Now I'm going to go into the last bead, and on the same line I'll be adding 2 bead. Cross with the other line and pull. Now we are going to start a new row again, and this is how it's looking like. This line 3 bead. I'm starting a new row over here. 3 bead. Cross and pull. So now I'm going to go into the next bead, and I'll add 2 bead to my line. So this time we are